Today, I'm excited to show you what we received in the mail, and we will update you on where we're at building the 350 scale USS Enterprise refit from Star Trek: The Motion Picture. Let's go. Welcome back to the bench, everyone. Thank you for joining me here at JC Model Creations. Well, today I'm really excited because I received a couple of packages in the mail that I'm wanting to open up. And at the same time, I want to make sure you're aware of what I'm using for this particular build in case you want to take advantage of it. First, let me just kind of point out these things were received actually last week, and I just didn't highlight it in my video last time, but I actually picked up the resin replacement bridge for the 1350 Enterprise. Now it looks a little dirty because I spray painted the black onto this, and but it comes as a clear. It's very clear, but FYI, and it also came with the paragraphics or the brass etched parts for the back. So the back is actually molded into this, and you put the paragraphics on there and it brings out the detail on it really nice. Now, the big difference between this and the piece that came with the kit, besides the detail, and you can actually tell here, there's a difference between the size of the circle right here. Let me bring this up a little bit so you can see it. Let me zoom in. So you can kind of see that there is a difference in size between the circle for the bridge, the dome on the bridge here, and of course the circle for the dome on the bridge here. Very big difference in size on those two. This one is definitely more accurate to what the Enterprise bridge and dome should be according to Star Trek: The Motion Picture. Other big difference here is the kit provided bridge has a straight edge here, a straight lip on the edge here, but the replacement part actually comes the way it should be, with these ridges here that allow for allow you, if you want, to place a spotlight LED here and point it out toward the 1701 markings on the saucer. So that's another aspect of this that really appealed to me. You can see, you know, side by side here, and you can see the difference between these two bridges here when it comes to the detail and the proportions and the lip on the front and the sides. So I'm really happy and excited, you know, to get this going. And I'm really happy that this replacement part actually came with brass fittings as well. I got these off of HDA Modelworks website. I'll put the link in the description if you're interested in picking one up. I will tell you that they seem to be low on inventory. It's probably because a lot of us in the community are building this particular kit right now. But I put myself on the waiting list for a few other pieces. Anyway, with the kit, the backing on the bridge is actually a clear part. But again, on this replacement piece, it's part of the piece. All right. I also purchased the resin replacement mag grills. They're different in shape from what's actually on the piece that comes with the Enterprise. So it is different than the shape of what's here on the molded onto the actual housing here. Let me just pull one of these out and show you what I'm talking about. Okay, so here's the part, the replacement part, and right away you can kind of tell that this right here is more rounded than this is right here. This has a little more pointy, you know, edge to it. It comes to a point, much more accurate to, you know, the motion picture piece and what it should look like. So there's that, and of course there's that. See the difference there? So fortunately, and this is going to be a task, to put this on. Fortunately, the instructions here, let me zoom out a little bit. The instructions here are very, very good because they actually tell you what you need to do and how you need to do it. All right, so that came in. Okay, and the other piece that I'm pretty excited about came in today. So let's open this one by one and show you what came in. This is again an aftermarket part that you can get, and this is actually, if you guessed it, those of you who are already doing this is actually the Photoetch set that comes for the refit. I am so excited about putting this together. The reason my building hasn't proceeded is because I've been waiting for this set. I want to put in the officer's lounge window, and I need this to do that before I can actually move forward with painting the top part of the saucer section. So let's take a look at this. Plenty of videos out there explaining this set, so I'm not gonna go through all the details with you. But wow, guys, this is awesome. I'm just so happy. This looks brand new in my eyes here. I don't know if you can capture that on camera, but wow, look at the detail on the end caps for the warp nacelles. Yeah, this is great. Here are the grids, the grills for the impulse engine. It looks like a few of them are actually bent, unfortunately. Nope, that's the way it should be. Yeah, because it's closed up here, so you can see this come out more. Yeah, okay, I see it. I love that there's these 350 scale figures here, some boxes, ports, port doors for your ports around the Enterprise. Wow, this is just awesome. I'm so happy to see this. I mean, here, yeah, this just the Arboretum windows here, and I can't wait to get to this. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to, of course, after I anneal it, there's a process for this, and it'll, you know, the instructions kind of help you when it comes to the process, and there's a bunch of videos out there showing you this process. But looking forward to this. So I'm really happy that this came in today. This is the first thing that I'm gonna work on after I stop this video, and I'll have a video update for you on that. And then, of course, the other thing that I'm really excited about, now this is something I'm not going to use until much later during the painting process, but I still wanted to show this to you. This is the mask design mask set that I'm going to be using for this build, and I'm so excited about using this these masks. I've seen him put them on and take them off and show you how to do it. Very good video video instructions on YouTube, and I'm just looking forward to using this particular set and painting the Enterprise with those shimmering colors that I ordered from Mackenzie Taxidermy products. But wow, this actually comes, this particular set is kit number 2. It's not kit number 1. I ordered kit number 2 because I wanted everything. I wanted the masks for the secondary hull deflector housing and everything. So this comes with that. This also comes with the markings if you want to paint them on. I think I'm going to do that. So you've got this set with the markings to paint them on. It's going to be awesome, guys. I am so stoked about using this. The quality of these masks, you can't feel it on camera, but you know, I'm feeling it here, and they feel great. This is just high quality mask and masking film. So when the time comes, I'll be using this. We'll be showing you a bit of the process. So the process on this is very lengthy. You've got to paint, let it dry, mask, paint, let it dry, mask. And all that time you're changing the paint in your airbrush, cleaning it out, putting a new color in there, cleaning that out, putting the next color. It's a very long process, and you've got to be very patient with that process. That's why a lot of people who build this ship and sell it, I mean, they sell it for thousands because there's a lot of hours and work that goes into getting this ready. Okay, before we leave for today, I want to make sure that I update you on where I'm at as well with building the ship now that I've received the Photoetch parts. But I want to talk to you about something regarding the paint mask set from Mask Design, that it actually comes with the striping for the shuttle bay landing bay. So I was looking all over the place. I was going to order some extra masks from another place, but then I read the kit and I realized that he includes the little pinstriping that goes here. That's very important for me because I'm planning to light this up from the bottom. Now I did order some extra parts. So on the let's get back to the Photoetch set. So on the Photoetch set, there's some painting you have to do and things like that. What you want to do on that Photoetch set is before you paint, you want to take a gritty sandpaper and just kind of lightly sand the brass so that your paint sticks to the brass. If you're going to prime it first, you prime it first. Now, something I'm doing for the rec deck that came with the Photoetch set is I went ahead and ordered the decal set from HDA Model Works for this rec deck. And in order to get this prepared, I'm still waiting for that to come in, but I went ahead and sanded this, and then I sprayed it with a white primer. And once this dries and cures completely, I'm gonna spray over it with clear coat. And then once I get the rec deck decal set, it's just a matter of putting the decal on this, and it's gonna look awesome. That decal set also comes with decals for the Arboretum windows sides. So I went ahead and I'm getting those ready as well from that Photoetch set for when I get those decals. Now that I've got the Photoetch set, I'm able to put in the windows into the officer's lounge and the Arboretum. So let me show you where I'm at when it comes to the top half of the saucer. This has already been primed and painted, the white that I'm going to use on this. But if you can see here, the Photoetch set has been put in there, and all I did is you know, I got a piece of tape and I put it on behind this from the back, and then I put the Photoetch windows right in there. Now, before you do that, you do have to prep that. So you've got to kind of, what you do is you put the windows on top, and then you kind of shape, you make a little mark here on the sides where the window edges are. You got to clip the window edges a little bit with scissors just to kind of get them to kind of narrow down, and then you just shave lightly on each side of the actual model until this window sits flush inside this hole. And then putting putty around here is really easy. There's no putty that's sticking out because the window's so flush that it just looks like it's really, really nice and put in there. I also went ahead and put in the impulse deck, the impulse engines in here. This is the clear piece that came with the kit. I masked these off from the front and the back, and then I put it in upside down, and I made sure to glue it, and then you just, once it's in, you test for light leaks. So I got a flashlight, saw some light leaks, and I put some of that perfect plastic putty all around here, and then used a Q-tip to kind of clean it all up. So at this point, I've light blocked the inside, so I painted that black, and then flat black, and then overlaid it with flat white. Now, when you're painting, just real quick word of advice, when you're painting a saucer like this, you put on the first layer of primer, which in my case was gray. I used just a Rust-Oleum flat gray, and then you want to shave down or sand down the gray to get the grittiness out of it. So you get a really, not a real hard gritty sandpaper, but a very light sandpaper. And then you just kind of take all the edges off that gray, and then you spray your primary color on there. And what I ended up doing is I used a very, very light sanding strip. I forget what the number was, but it was very, very, very light. And I just went over this, and this feels so smooth right now. So it's perfect, and it's ready for the Aztecing. So once I start that process, I'll update you on that. When it comes to the Photoetch, I also went ahead and put in the window frames on the Arboretum on both sides of of the ship here. So as you can see right there, the Arboretum. I'm sorry that it's going out of focus there. And I went ahead and I put the secondary hull, once I put the Arboretum windows in, I put the secondary hull together and I cemented it with just regular modeler's plastic cement glue to get this on nice and strong. I want this to be very, very strong, and you want the plastic to melt together. And so I did this. There's no painting yet. It's just Arboretum windows. I used putty to kind of make sure they're flush. I used the same method I did on these windows as I did on the officer's deck. And the next step, I'm still trying to decide, but I'll figure it out and give you it in the next update. I'm just trying to decide whether I want to start with the landing bay, shuttle bay, and just get that done, or continue working on this as far as light blocking and doing some things here. I also have a choice of coming in here and starting to put the lighting in, the LEDs that I need for this, and the SMDs and everything I'm going to use for the lighting on the saucer. So I've got several different directions, and I'm waiting for decals to come in and some shimmering colors and paints to come in for the Aztecing. So this build requires so much patience. Patience, patience, patience. But once it's done, it's all worth it. So if you take this on, it's a challenge, but be patient. Don't rush. All right, my friends, I'm really enjoying updating you on this build. It's not only giving me a good reason to get on YouTube, but it's also giving me the motivation to continue building this. So I appreciate all your comments, advice, and I will give you the next update next week. And until then, please don't forget to like and subscribe and have fun modeling. So long, everybody.